Well, I haven't posted in a while. I thought I should. Hold on, let me fix my fucking hair. So the Roman Empire videos are hilarious. It's brought me out of my little mini retirement on this account. But I wonder, I feel like I don't think about them that much. Maybe once a month or so or less. But it's funny how women seem to find this hilarious and shocking. But I think because of my Japanese interest, I probably think about Japanese history more. And there was a period where I got kind of into Viking history. I was one of those guys for sure, because I had some interest in pre-Christian Europe. I'd never really looked into it too much. I know the Roman Empire is, I guess, technically, pre-Christian Europe also, but I don't know. I'm a little bit less interested in them for some reason. I do think about it, and like all of the writings from the philosophers and stuff, that's interesting for sure, because it seems like they're going through the same shit we are. They were thinking all the same things, and I don't know. That is one way I think about the Roman Empire. It's less about the gladiators and stuff. I like Japanese stuff for the warrior stuff and all that, samurai, ninja and all that, but I don't know. Like, I love the movie 300 and all that, but the gladiator stuff never really thought that was like the coolest thing in the world. It's cool enough, I guess. I just find it funny. It is funny how much women are shocked by this. I'm not totally shocked by this at all. Like, dudes think about history a lot, I guess, and I think women do too, I'm sure, but I don't know. It is it's a stereotype, at least, to say that, like dudes watch the History Channel, or when the History Channel was a thing, probably less so now, or history YouTubes or whatever it is now, So, and that's a stereotype. I'm not saying that's actuality, but yeah. Like, sometimes I wonder, like, what would be the disparity between men and women as far as thinking about ancient cultures and stuff, because although it's not necessarily the Roman Empire for me as much as it seems for other dudes, but like, I do think about like ancient times a lot, because it seems more real. Like, civilization seems fake, and I'm not talking like, oh, that person's fake like in a drama sense. I'm talking like we've made like the entire, every city and everything is like, seems in some sense divorced from nature. And if it's divorced from nature, it's a little bit less real. Like, if you're in the middle of a big city, it's definitely a different experience than being in the middle of a forest. And if we evolved, for a long time, pre-human, whatever form we were in then, and then, Cro-Magnon man, Neanderthal, all that, I know Neanderthal's an offshoot, but still, like, human evolution-wise, it's been mostly without cities. So it's like there's something in our brain that doesn't, we like them, they're fun to be in, but I think because it's not part of our evolutionary psychology, it's something not real about it in some sense. So that's why people think of ancient cultures, because it might seem more real in some sense. I even think back as far as, like, I try to think about caveman times a lot, the most primal thing you can think of, and all those are like survival stories and stuff like that is really interesting to me. So yeah, I'm sure some women do, but I wonder if the disparity there is really different. But I think probably also the times people, like, stereotypically anyway, probably the times that the two different sexes, fantasize about is probably a little different. Like, I wonder, I don't know, like, maybe like 1800, like Victorian Europe might seem like something women might dream about more than men. You know, whatever time men were wearing the best shit is probably what they're dreaming about, I think. And again, I'm just talking stereotypically here. I know that there's not all women, etc., etc. All the disclaimers. Yeah, the Roman Empire. I mean, there's also like that Stoic shit. All this, maybe it's just on, you know, it can't be just on my algorithm, but I do see a lot of Stoic philosophy on there as well. So that brings people back to thinking about the Roman Empire again. And it was sort of a precursor to Europe and the Magna Carta. They based the Constitution on the Magna Carta and stuff. But yeah, I guess if I had a question shout out, it would be like, is there a woman's side to this? Like, what is there a part in history women are thinking about a lot? You know, let us know. I mean, is it like maybe ancient Egypt? You know, people love Cleopatra. You know, things like that. Like, what would if a lot of men are thinking about the Roman Empire, what are women thinking about as far as the place and time in history? I think that would be interesting. But yeah, for me personally, it's more about Japanese history and some Viking history, actually. So, yeah, I do, but I love this trend. I love this trend for some reason. It's just, it's like TikTok has opened people's eyes a lot. And you don't see that on other platforms. This is not happening on Instagram. This is not happening on Facebook. So I do like that a lot about TikTok. Anyway, thanks. Bye.